Hey guys, I want to show you something that I did. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Finally got around to doing it. I found some modeling clay at Walmart. So it came in blue or red. So I obviously didn't want to go with blue because blue is water. So I went with the red. And so this is a 3D map of the island of Oahu in Hawaii, of what it currently looks like now. And so this island is made from two volcanoes, the Waianae volcano and the Ko'olau volcano, but there's been landslides and lots of erosion. So I wanted to recreate what the island looked like before the landslides and the erosion. So you see the windward side of Oahu there. There was a huge collapse here. So the caldera of the volcano was about here, about where the Marine Corps base is in Kaneohe Bay. And so the volcano would have gone all the way out here like this, and then it fractured here and fell into the ocean. And then this is the windward side of the island that gets all the rain, so you get a lot of erosion carving it back. And then on this side, you see you get that 30-degree slope of the shield volcano. And right now the highest peak is 3,000 feet. But if you make this the center of the volcano and you extrapolate that up, that would have made the volcano about 8,000 feet tall, and then it would have had that same 30-degree slope going down the other side. So I wanted to recreate that so you can see how much bigger. So right now all of this right here is gone, so that fell into the ocean. And the Waianae volcano, I guess I think I probably should have extended it further out into the ocean here, but so one of the reasons I wanted to redo this was I had to move this around a lot. And I moved it onto a bar stool and back up onto a table and then onto this table, and in the process of doing that, it's cracked. I really hoped that this would stay together to where I could just pull this off and then put it back on to show, to go from a before and after in just one move. But anyway, I think this would make a really cool project for like school kids. Get to play with the clay. This used a lot of clay. This is the full one that's pretty heavy, but this one here I used probably close to half. See if I can get this open. There we go. So you can see how much I used. So a little more than half. But I think I probably should have made the Waianae volcano extend a little bit further out. And so whenever I got around to these edges here, Diamond Head, Cocoa Crater, and Cocoa Head were add-ons much later. So this Waianae volcano was formed 3.5 million years ago. The Ko'olau volcano was formed 2 million years ago, and then the landslide happened about 1 million years ago. And then these guys here formed between Diamond Head, they say about 300,000 years, and these guys over here about 70,000 years ago. And then there's all these other craters like Punch Bowl Crater, Red Hill, Tantalus Crater, what is it? Anyway, there's other craters along here that were formed way after the collapse of the Ko'olau volcano, and so those are add-ons. So as far as the lava running down to the ocean, I didn't extend it past them because they were made later and came up pretty much out of the ocean, just through the reef. And this area out here too, the Eva Plains, I just kind of naturally didn't fill that in either, because I was following the contour of the volcano down, filling in the valleys where the erosion is. And when I got down to here, I was like, ooh, I don't know, that's not really lava down there. This is all coral. So this is like coral reef that formed when the ocean level was higher. Over time, the ocean level has been about 30 to 40 feet lower than it is now, and about 30 to 40 feet higher than it is now. So if you've ever lived out here or done anything out here in Eva or Barbers Point, you know that the ground out here is almost all coral. There's no black lava rock out here, it's coral. So I didn't fill that in either. It's kind of funny how this broke up to where there's like two breaks right here that would lead into the into Pearl Harbor. So that would have made like the rivers come into Pearl Harbor that formed these valleys when the ocean level was lower, and then when the ocean level rose again, it filled in those valleys, and those became West Lock, Middle Lock, and East Lock of Pearl Harbor. So anyway, these things, I found these at the gift shop at Kualoa Ranch, and they're kind of expensive, but I think these three right here cost me about $43. So I thought it would be a pretty cool project for school kids. You get to play with the kind of like Play-Doh, you know, the modeling clay. And I was thinking about making a time lapse of showing how I did it. So I basically just started with the erosion areas and just filling it in order to make the volcano, and then I like filled in all of the places where it would have eroded, and then extend the volcano out, you know, all of this Lualua, just pack that in with the modeling clay. Same thing over here, and then pack in the valleys that would have been eroded, and ended up with this here. So this is an approximation of what the island of Oahu would have looked like before the collapse of the Ko'olau mountain and the erosion that would have eroded. Like, see that deep erosion in there? So I filled that in. I even made the calderas on the top. So that's where the caldera of the Ko'olau volcano would have been. And I made one on the Waianae volcano as well. And it's kind of funny how this looks like a collapse here. So this is pretty much what this collapse would have looked like if you were to break that right there and just fold that off, kind of like how this one is already doing. That's about what happened there with the Nu'uanu slide, where this part of the volcano broke off and slid into the ocean. So pretty cool project. Thinking about doing it again. That's why I got some more. I got 3 more, and I got a couple of more jars of the clay from Walmart. So I'm thinking about doing a time lapse showing you guys how I did this. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. Yeah. So this is what Oahu would have looked like about 2 million years ago.